We in an apartment.
Yeah, but I was like, our brand could be, I mean, not saying that we're regular, but like, just be like, we just regular women trying to, I think it's like more authentic.
No, yeah.
That's what I was trying to say.
I thought you were about to say, we ratchet.
Oh, that too.
No, we are not ratchet.
A little bit.
A little ratchet.
A little bit.
Hey guys, how the heck are ya? What do you want? Hey guys, it's Britt
and Dee.
Welcome to another episode of It's a Strange World After All. I cut it short this time. You're welcome.
I see.
The podcast where we discuss true crime, the supernatural, conspiracy theories, and all the things that keep the world strange. First of all, I'm standing up, so let me know if my energy is different.
Say, what
it matters.
Does it make?
Be like, oh my God, her energy was top notch this episode. It's because I'm standing up. Second, I have to clear something up. My mom thought that I was saying that she used the Ouija board, and I was like, no, I was saying your mom. Yeah. It was the way that I phrased the sentence. Dr. B, as we call her, say she ain't into that stuff.
No yeah. Don't put that on her.
Put that on my name. So I just wanted to clear that up. You're welcome, Mom. Sorry.
Okay. On today's episode, we will be discussing the story of musician Jim Sullivan. 35-year-old Jim Sullivan mysteriously disappeared outside of Santa Rosa, New Mexico. His car was found with all of his belongings he'd taken with him, but there was no sign of Jim.
No sign. Nothing off the face of the earth.
Pretty much.
This one's interesting.
Yeah, because this is like one of my favorite topics, but with aliens.
Oh, aliens. I was like, people disappearing? No, I got you now.
Okay. Spoiler alert, we didn't mention aliens yet, but
usually we're like, let's get into this.
Oh, yeah.
Disappearance.
Yeah, today has been a long day.
A long day. Again, the struggle is real when you try to do a podcast in an apartment complex.
Yeah, on the first floor. And
you've got a clogging problem upstairs.
Oh, my God.
All right. We can do this.
Okay.
Oh, and we got to play this one straight. Because your brother complained, saying we laugh too much. So I said I was going to be serious this episode.
Too late.
Take it back. Rewind. From this point on, seriousness.
We welcome all criticism.
All criticism.
Even if it is from boss. Just playing.
Nobody care what boss is saying. Jim Sullivan was a 6'2" psych-folk musician described as having a magnetic personality and a handlebar mustache to match. I'm just... Why you start laughing?
I didn't know he had a handlebar mustache.
Yeah, he did. In a weird shaped head. He does have a weird shaped head. Go back, look at a picture of him on a side angle.
Oh my God. He looked normal.
He looks like an alien head. Foreshadowing. Alien head. No disrespect to rest in peace. Or maybe, we don't know if he's, this is just giving everything away and showing all your cards. I was about to say, people describe me like that as well.
With a funny shaped head?
No.
Oh.
With a magnetic. No, even though my head is shaped like a lima bean. I look like a real life Little Bill character. Born in 1939, Jim was the seventh son in a working class family. He was the quarterback of his high school football team and married the homecoming queen.
So all American.
All American. He had everything that I didn't have in high school.
Same.
ROTC, choir nerds.
Oh, I was in ROTC.
That's why I said ROTC first. I did it for like a semester. And I was like, can I go back to choir, please?
Yeah, I was squad leader and everything, but yeah.
Hoorah! Is that what y'all do?
No.
Oh. In ROTC. I know the commands like left, face, right, face.
Oh, you're saying face. I was like, what?
That's what it sounds like when they say it. Face. Yeah. Don't I? Okay. Let's not get that. Barbara was the family's breadwinner. She worked as a secretary at Capitol Records in Los Angeles, California. I don't know if people be like
Los Angeles. Where is that?
Jim spent his nights playing different gigs in his days songwriting.
Barbara's boss, John Rankin, tried to get executives at Capitol Records to listen to Sullivan's music. John believed in his talents. However, he is quoted saying that at the time, the executives just weren't interested and he didn't have a high enough ranking at the label to convince them to give Jim's music a shot.
An actor working as a cue card holder saw Jim perform at a Malibu nightclub called The Raft.
I don't like that name.
What kind of nightclub? What's the theme? Were you about to ask what a raft was?
No, I know.
Oh, I thought you.
Oh my God.
You asked what a wardrobe was.
I mean.
I thought that's funny. What were you about to say?
Not funny.
That is funny. What's a raft? Because it could be either the blow up thing or like a homemade, like a castaway raft. Yeah.
Yeah, I know what a raft is. I know things.
After hearing Jim's music, he was determined to help him make a record. Al Dobbs raised money and co-founded a tiny label called Monty. His debut album, entitled UFO, or Unidentified Flying Object.
Just in case the people don't know.
Yeah, for the people. Yeah. Was released in 1969, the year of the moon landing, which allegedly.
Oh.
Give them the benefit of the doubt.
No.
She's saying right here, you heard it here. She believes it was a hoax. A hoax.
A hoax.
Man.
Okay.
They up here dragging bodies upstairs.
They dragging something.
She said, you know what?
I'm sick of it.
The year of the moon landing, the Beatles, Abbey Road, and Woodstock. Oh, darling. That's like one of my favorite Beatles songs from that CD album.
Oh. Okay.
You don't know no Beatles songs. No, you know some.
But I'm just...
You know something from Abbey Road?
I don't know.
What else is on Abbey Road? Here come old flat top. Here come moving up slowly.
No, I don't know.
Come together right now over me. Do, 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 do.
I don't know that.
I know you do. Everybody knows this song. It's like as popular as like Blackbird. You know Blackbird? It's okay, because if you asked, do they know a Parliament and Funk song? You'll be like, who?
Oh, I thought you were saying I wouldn't. No. I would know. I mean, I know Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds or something like that. Yeah, I know that.
Okay, moving along. It's the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe all over again. My mom was like, how many times you gonna ask? Did she watch that?
I was like, if I didn't see it, I didn't see it.
I couldn't fathom. Leos can't fathom somebody not knowing.
Man. For some reason, I thought that was a children's movie.
It's like a young adult movie. Like it was marketed probably to young adults. It's based on a book. We had to read it in school, so.
And I was already out of school by the time.
No, the book? No. Anywho. Yeah, can you guess these? That's what we're going to do all year. Guess these age by the hints she drops.
Oh, we should do that. Hint number 1. I know who Parliament is.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
They didn't have the money to properly promote it. Al Dobbs remembers joking about the number of copies it sold at the time of its release.
I wonder how many.
That's a good question. And then what was a lot?
Back then.
Back then, yeah. He sold 3 copies.
I would hope he sold more than that.
No, I'm sure he sold more than that. But considering like the quality of the album, maybe they had higher expectations. Because we listened to it.
he had some bops on it.
He had some bops. I was listening to it on the way to the grocery store. Yeah. And on the way back.
I would listen to it today.
All right.
He was ahead of his time.
Yeah, he was. He was.
Probably on LSD.
You can put that on that man's name like that, but allegedly. But I mean, he could have just been, the way that their son describes like him and his wife is that they were like pretty like earthy, like despite like the drugs. Yeah, like a hippie, but despite the drugs. Okay. I don't know, because, yeah, Woodstock, so.
I would like to think that I'm a hippie a little bit.
Plus the drugs.
Yeah, including the drugs. In 1972, Jim released another album on Hugh Hefner's Playboy record label. I did not know he had a record label.
Who'd have thought?
Why?
I don't know. He was about making money. Rest in peace. Yeah, he was just about making money, so.
I guess.
He got into the record business.
I guess. I wonder who was signed to the
I was thinking that.
Who was signed to the
we
label.
Have to look that up.
Yeah. However, record stores were not too keen on selling albums associated with Playboy.
I wonder why.
You remember record stores? What was the one in the mall?
Virgin.
No.
Oh, Virginia.
No.
There was like a Virgin
Sam
record.
Goody.
Oh, yeah.
Another clue.
And you see, I was struggling a bit. I used to walk in, put my headphones on.
Borders. You remember we used to go to Borders and listen to...
Isn't that a bookstore?
Yeah.
Too? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I used to go there every weekend.
Another clue.
And get a book.
Another clue. Because are there any more left? I don't think so.
I don't know, but I didn't think there were any more Blockbusters left, but there's that one that's left, so we'll look that up as well. We'll get back to you.
Let's get back on track.
Let's get back to this disappearance.
Jim Sullivan's struggles with his music career began to take a toll on his marriage. Jim and Barbara decided to separate. In 1975, Jim planned to go to Nashville to find work playing or songwriting. Once he was settled, he would bring his family to Tennessee with him. That's where things started to get strange.
On March 5th, 1975, Barbara Sullivan says she got a call from Jim. He proceeds to tell her all of these cryptic things, and when Barbara asks him for more details, he tells her, "You wouldn't believe it if I told you." So he's like one of the things the article said was he called and was like, "I'll be fine," or "I'll be all right." And she's like, "What are you talking about? You just left." So she thought that was weird.
Oh, that is weird.
And then, you wouldn't believe if I told you. When she asks what he meant, he tells her to just forget that he said anything at all. Before he gets off the phone, he tells her he would call once he got to Nashville. He never made it. Was that ominous?
Mm-hmm. A little bit.
He never made it. Continue.
Okay. Days go by and Barbara still never hears from Jim. Concerned, the family began to call different hospitals and police stations. There were no clear leads on where he could be, so they opened up an investigation in the hopes to figure out what happened to Jim Sullivan.
Where in the world is Jim Sullivan? What we do know is that he was stopped by cops for swerving on the highways in Santa Rosa, New Mexico. This occurred about 15 hours after leaving on his trip to Nashville. He was taken to the local police station and was found to be sober. Why was he swerving?
Good question. Maybe, what time was it? Maybe it was late. He had been driving for 15 hours.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Oh, so you think
he was just tired.
Delirious.
Yeah.
I was going to say, was he eating a burrito? Trying to eat a burrito. He was advised by the police to go to the La Mesa. That's table. What's La Mesa?
Is that a restaurant?
Yeah, I was going to say, I think it is a restaurant. Okay, yeah. So I know mi cocina is because uncultured Americans call it cochina. And be like, if you knew what a cochina was, you wouldn't eat there, probably.
Maybe. No, I'm just...
Ay, cochina. But yes, La Mesa, the table motel. Okay. They told him, they said, hey, Jim, to go to the La Mesa motel to get some rest. And he did at least check into the motel. Sometime later, his car was spotted on a ranch belonging to the Giannetti family, who confronted him about why he was there. It isn't clear why he was there. And then I don't know if this was a situation where they like came out to confront. Oh, my mic. I stepped to the side. No, I'm sorry. I think this was a situation where they came out to confront him.
Yeah.
Because he was
being on their property. This has nothing to do with nothing. But this reminds me of kind of the Stephen King movie Desperation. Have you seen that?
Have I seen this?
So it was like this. Basically, it was like a ghost town.
Mm-hmm.
And people who were road tripping, I guess, the cop would pull them over and arrest them and kill them.
It sounds so familiar.
What is his name?
I feel like I've seen it.
The guy, he was in Hellboy, the dude that plays Hellboy. Perlman, I think his last name.
The older dude?
Yeah. He was the cop.
That sounds so familiar. I'm not going to say that I've watched it in one setting. I've probably walked in on like my mom watching it.
Oh.
But I'm going to watch it.
I read the book. And watched the movie. It's not, I mean.
I still want to watch it. I'm going to watch it tonight.
Yeah. That's kind of what that reminded me of. Because he was in the middle of nowhere. He got pulled over.
Oh. But allegedly he went back to the hotel.
Yeah. And it makes me think of Starlight Tours. So.
Is this an age thing again?
No.
Oh, when is that? What is that?
So a Starlight Tour is, let me see if I can explain this right. It's when a cop pulls somebody over. I guess they don't feel like doing like all the paperwork or whatever. They take them far out and just leave them. There's a case. This guy, Terrence Williams, I think.
Mm-hmm.
He was last seen by the cop who arrested him. And the cop arrested another guy, and that guy disappeared too.
Didn't that happen to Montrese? Isn't that her name? The young girl, young black girl that they made her walk barefoot?
Yes. So the theory is that these cops are taking them far out, like in the middle of nowhere, and just leaving them. And they have to like find their own way home. But
well,
that's basically what I think that's what it is.
You got to be confident.
I mean, I'm not good at explaining things, but that's basically what it is.
No, and it made sense. Yeah, we might have to let us know if you want to know more about
Starlight Tours.
Starlight Tours, which sounds a lot more pleasant than what it actually is.
Because it would normally be like in the middle of the night and they would.
Yeah, that is interesting. Yeah. So yeah, and she brought her theory on early, but that's a theory.
Yeah. On March 8th, his VW Beetle was found 26 miles down the road, abandoned with his ID, his beloved 12-string guitar, and a box of his 2 albums, UFO, and the 1972 LP, Jim Sullivan. The police told Barbara that upon searching his motel room, it appeared to be untouched. So he went to the motel, got the keys, and left.
That's what it's looking like.
Because everything was in his car, basically, like pretty much.
Yeah, all of his prized possessions. Yeah, it's strange and suspicious. I know we always say that it's strange and suspicious, but it really is pretty strange and suspicious.
Al Dobbs is quoted saying that he knew Jim wasn't coming back. Damn.
Well, damn.
I say goddamn. No matter what, Jim would never have left his guitar.
It was a 12 string. I don't even know how many guitars a string has on. I don't even know how many strings a guitar has, but a 12 string guitar sounds
fancy.
Pretty important.
Yeah. And expensive.
Yeah. So what's going on? A gas station worker told the police that Jim had asked for directions back to California. His wife found that odd because he'd only been on the road for a day before he went missing. So, and then this gas station person could just be like an extra, I was going to say Ian. He could just be extra. Yeah, I seen him. He asked me for directions. But if that really happened, was he, like, what was your plan? Was he just like, oh no, I want to work on my marriage, I'm going to go back?
Oh, that makes sense. But you done already went so far. Why would you go back?
Yeah,
and driving for a day.
He was leaving for money because she was the primary breadwinner. He wasn't doing well, so he was like, I'm going to go to Nashville, Tennessee, where my sound may be more appreciated.
And I can make money and move. Oh, because he wanted to move the family out.
Yes.
There. Okay. Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
At all. Donald Senna, a local living in the town at the time of Jim's disappearance, says that he felt there was something strange. I put it in air quotes, but y'all can't even see. Something strange about this case. Literally, he's quoted. Literally, we didn't even add that. That just, y'all think we added that for effect, but he literally quoted it as something strange. He is quoted by the New York Times asking, why didn't local authorities investigate more? His father, Pete, worked on a ranch near where Sullivan's car was discovered. So that was the Giannetti, right? The Giannetti's family ranch.
Yeah.
That's why I think,
ranch.
Yeah, that's why I think maybe they confronted him and I just picture him just like running off into
like
the woods.
That? I wish y'all could saw what she just did.
He just ran off and left his car. Whatever. That's how you run off if you're about to go be one with her. Okay. Pete goes on record in the Santa Rosa News as possibly the last person to have spoken with Sullivan, asking him if he needed a ride. Jim declined. Yeah,
don't get in the car with strangers.
Sorry. This is the 70s. Everybody. My mom said they've hitchhiked. I want to say my dad said when they were little, their uncle dropped them off somewhere and they had to hitchhike home. This was like
oh my God.
The 70s.
Yeah, that's true.
That's why all that shit was Ted Bundy. What's the clown? What's the Jeffrey Dahmer?
That was, no.
What's that?
John Wayne Gacy.
John Wayne Gacy.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
What's Jeffrey Dahmer? Is that the 70s, 80s,
yeah,
70s?
I think.
Just not the clown, but still. It's all...
Even though if you think about it, we're still technically hitchhiking with like Lyft and Uber.
I wish I wish a Lyft Uber driver would. I remember... Dang, we mention her every episode, but Angelica used to screenshot her person if she didn't trust their face and send them and say, I'm with Linda, she looks suspicious. Or I'm with Bob, he looks suspicious.
Yeah, I would just, if they look sketchy, I would just cancel it and then request another one. Because they say that they charge you a fee, but I don't know.
I've been charged, but they're supposed to not charge you within like a certain, like if you do it within a certain amount of time. Yeah. I waited until like the last minute and tried to cancel. They charged me $5. Oh no,
as soon as I see somebody that looks sketchy, I cancel it.
She panicked. Oh no, baby. Excuse me, say Jesus Christ. You get in the car.
Jim's family traveled to Santa Rosa and joined search parties to look for him. The search produced no results. Local law enforcement initially thought Jim may have committed suicide. However, close friends and family didn't believe that Jim was suicidal despite issues he was having at home or with his music career. If it was suicide, well, because I'm confused.
Where's his body, number one? Yeah, unless it was like somebody ate or something ate him.
But what kind of animals are in Mexico?
In the desert.
In the desert.
Coyotes, wolves, maybe hyenas, bobcats.
Yeah.
I don't know if a bobcat is... Bobcats live in mountains, but snakes.
Okay, yeah, he was...
Rattlesnake.
I don't think he committed suicide.
I don't think either. And then they said... I would say too, people's art imitates their headspace. And I don't think his music, although it was weird and did kind of touch into like the afterlife, I don't think it was like, I'm going to kill myself. It was like, if something happens, then I'm open to like, let life happen, basically. Yeah. So I don't think he was suicidal. Like, I know the man. I don't think he was suicidal though, from what I know.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it.
No. One theory is that he wandered into the desert and got lost. Jim's manager, Robert Ginter, recalled a conversation he had with Jim. They were discussing what they would do if they ever needed to disappear. Jim said he would walk into the desert and never come back.
Interesting.
Incriminating himself. It is interesting. What would you do?
If I wanted to disappear?
Yeah. Where would you go? Or stage?
I would just leave, honestly.
She just walk out of your job one day.
Yeah. And never look back.
I would hit him Gone Girl style. I would like
go to jail.
Nah, if somebody I didn't like or somebody wronged me, I would make it look like they murdered me, and I would go live in like Spain. And give me a little Spanish man.
Okay.
Have you ever seen Gone Girl?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's not a bad.
I wouldn't do that.
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. If someone was innocent, I wouldn't do that to them. Unless they were a trash individual.
Another theory is that he got involved with a local family with ties to the mafia. Around this time, the local sheriff quit and the Giannetti family moved to Hawaii. Huh.
I just realized
what?
That was the same family. I looked at that so many times and didn't make the connection. That's the same family.
The same family.
They lied.
Yeah. They lied. We solved it.
Yes.
They killed him.
That's why they didn't have nothing to say after they said they confronted him. But what happened?
Exactly. Why would they just up and leave? Was it so they couldn't be questioned? That family is shady.
Shady pants.
Yes, they're shady to me. I believe this is the same family with alleged mafia ties.
I mean,
the name alone.
I was about to say Giannetti sound like spaghetti mafia.
What does spaghetti?
Giannetti, spaghetti, Italian mob.
Oh, they could have opened up. Did they have a restaurant called Giannetti Spaghetti?
Have you heard about Giannetti? Giannetti Spaghetti? Okay, maybe it is too much. Maybe we are too. It's not even on topic anymore. Have you heard about Giannetti? Yeah. But yeah, mafia ties. They have mafia in New Mexico?
Well, they have everything in New Mexico. Because nobody expects it.
I was going to say, we drove through New Mexico. It seemed pretty, unsuspecting. The most popular theory is that he was abducted by aliens. This
is my favorite theory.
Of course.
Because I kind of want to get abducted, but then...
What?
Just to see.
I just want to see.
Yeah.
Said no one. No, a lot of people say that probably.
Yeah.
I don't want to get abducted.
I mean, let me think about this. Let's pros and cons.
How to serve man.
To serve man. In that case, no.
I was like, you don't know their intentions. They probably don't speak the same language as you.
I heard that they use some kind of mind control to make you understand what they're saying.
Oh, the extraterrestrials.
Yeah.
Terrestrials.
So.
Do.
Fingers crossed. If y'all don't hear from me.
Please. Let her get abducted. But keep her safe, Lord. But
your prayers.
She wants this, so let her get abducted.
I want all the smoke.
No, okay.
What if they be like, you can choose someone? Who do you want to bring? Like, if you could choose someone, I would pick you. I'm
going to be like, no, she can't. I didn't sign up to get abducted. Your UFO is nice. You got central AC. I'm just not trying. Okay. You still haven't watched Lovecraft Country. No. If it was like I was abducted and taken to like the being that she was taken to when she got to like experience different time periods, like she got to dance with Josephine Baker. Yeah. She got to dance with Josephine Baker. She got to fight with like African warriors. It was like that. It was really cool. So she could go any. If it's like that, then
just a time machine though.
It wasn't a time machine though. She was in outer space. Like she went into outer space and she met, I don't know if she was supposed to be like a black god or it was a woman, but she had like power to. God is a woman. God is a woman. But yes, if it's like that. Okay. But not just no regular.
Side note, I don't really want to get abducted.
Yeah, she said it. You're going to have creeps trying to figure out. She said she wanted to get abducted. That's the same as kidnapped.
Wait, what if we, years later, I get abducted and people refer back to this episode and be like, oh, she did get abducted. She said she wanted.
Maybe that'll happen. Fingers crossed. Knock on wood. Wait, maybe that'll happen. And then the show will blow up your way and I'll be like a superstar and then I'll recap all the signs.
Anyway.
You asked for it.
I don't want to get abducted. I was just playing.
I really want to get abducted. In his first album, UFO, he sings of beckoning highways, aliens, an Arizona ghost town, and of a man who looked so natural in death, it was clearly his time to die.
How do you look like that?
Okay.
Hold on.
I listened to the song. Is it the Jerome song? I don't want to give y'all the wrong information. I listened to the song and I understood. Oh. So I think he was saying, same thing like I was saying that I don't think he was suicidal. I think he felt that death was coming and he was ready for it. So like, It was like you looked natural in death, I guess. Like, he coming for you. It's coming, like death is coming for you. It's his time to die. Like he knew it was his time to die.
Okay. I think I get it.
Okay. In an interview with his wife, Barbara, she says she took solace in the idea that her husband was abducted by aliens. She said it was easier to accept than any of the other alternatives. So she
would rather think about that than.
Yeah. She had accepted his abducted alien fate. Yeah. Their son, Chris Sullivan, is quoted saying that his parents believed in things like astrology and reincarnation. His mom was convinced that Jim was out among the stars waiting for her. Oh. You don't even care. You don't even care about romance.
I don't, but I mean.
I was about to say that is beautiful. And mine was sincere. Sincere.
Mine was too.
Oh, among the stars, huh? You say?
A Santa Rosa retired newspaper reporter, Davy Delgado, explained that in 1975, Santa Rosa was a town that was dependent on tourists, so they were accustomed to strangers passing through.
Wait.
What?
You know why they call them strangers?
Why?
Because they're strange.
Oh my God. Before it.
I've been waiting for a moment to tell my joke.
Okay. I don't even get it. Okay.
Because like strangers are like, maybe I should have done that because they're strange. Like that.
Before Interstate 40 arrived in the late 60s, people would pull off Route 66 and rest at its neon-lit motels.
Wait, one more thing. We should do an episode about Route 66 and like the places and the racism and all that.
Oh, yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
That should be interesting.
Racism is always interesting.
The town had a population of about 2,800 and was described as a place where you couldn't even steal a piece of bubble gum without everyone knowing about it. So basically, people are nosy.
Yes. That's the kind of town I want to live in. Because if I have kids, I want people to say, girl, I saw your daughter at Mrs. Hardeman's wood shop with Ray Ray's son.
What?
She's supposed to be with Ray Ray's son. That's just what I want. Like a small.
I don't need people in my business.
Look out for everybody. Community.
Yeah, but you don't have to be nosy.
No, you don't have to be nosy, but I'm nosy, so I can't even. Every sound, I'm like, look at the buds. What is this? They loud. They get up.
However, no one has any idea what happened to Jim Sullivan. Or they know and they just... Because if it's the family with mafia ties, then nobody would say anything anyway.
You're saying even if his family knew? You don't think his family...
the people in the town.
Oh.
Because they're saying that it was a small town, so you would know everything, but maybe they didn't say anything.
Yeah.
Because of the mafia.
I feel like there should be at least one snitch.
Yeah.
One that's ready to get that Cheesecake Factory dinner. It's probably a gas station worker.
You done snitched for the ultimate feat. That Mike Epps.
I think so. But yeah, no, I didn't think about that.
Yeah. A decomposed body resembling Jim's was found in a remote area, but it wasn't him.
How did it resemble him, though? Did it have a handlebar mustache?
I mean, maybe it just matched the description.
Yeah. Because I thought about that, but then, they never said who it was instead,
So who was it?
It was a nobody. We're not regular folk are not important.
Yeah.
Because Jim's debut album, UFO, was released by a private record label, no one really heard it until Seattle's Light in the Attic Records began a years-long quest to give it a full release.
Good.
Because the man was talented.
He was very talented.
Yes. He played a 12-string guitar. That's amazing. Somebody write in how many strings. You can just Google it. It's Googleable.
Somebody gonna be like, these bitches don't even know what a 12-string guitar is.
How many strings does the guitar have on it? I knew it. I was about to say this too. I should have trusted my gut. 6 strings. We knew.
Yeah.
We knew. I knew.
Oh, so you got to be good to play a 12-string guitar.
Yeah. He's like that dude that played, what's that song? My favorite song, Devil Went Down in Georgia. That song be hidden. That's a
violin, ain't it?
No, I'm saying, but that dude was talented.
Oh, yeah.
That's my song.
I thought you were going to say, what's the guy, Robert Johnson, who sold his soul?
Oh, nope. I was not. Because
I don't know if he had a 12-string guitar.
I was like, I don't know how many strings.
But they were saying, because his fingers are long, long. So they were saying that's how he was able to.
Oh.
Because they were saying it sounds like when he played, it sounds like it was 2 people.
That's weird.
That is.
I don't know why that made me uncomfortable.
Theory is that it might have been the devil.
Yeah, that's why it made me uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Okay, with good reason. They hoped it would shed some light on Jim's mysterious disappearance. In 2010, the founder of the record label made serious attempts to get to the bottom of Jim's disappearance. He interviewed people who knew Jim and people involved in recording his music, but no new information about why he went missing was uncovered.
Since his disappearance, his music, especially the UFO album, gained a cult following. For record collectors, some albums are considered to be impossible to find. They are so rare that you could monitor sites like eBay for years and never catch a copy. UFO is considered to be one of those albums. The album was issued on CD in 2011.
I thought that was really cool.
Yeah.
For your album to be that popular.
Yeah. Y'all go listen to his album. It's good.
It's good. It's on Spotify.
Yeah.
Probably iTunes.
Yeah.
It is pretty good. And hey, you got to shoot your shot. If anybody wants to get Britt a Fleetwood Mac Rumors album, oh my God. I chat you out.
Yeah.
That said shout you out. Let me say it again.
What you said.
I'd shout you out, whatever.
Yeah, you should have got it when we were in Memphis.
I know, but I was being cheap. And it would just mean more to me. If we have any fans out there, Brit needs a Fleetwood Mac Rumors album.
There you go.
That's all, folks. See?
Yeah, that's it.
So many questions. What really happened to Jim Sullivan? Was he abducted? I'm going to stop saying abducted. Abducted by aliens? Or was he met with foul play? I just feel like it's poetic because it feels like a song that is unfinished, like an unfinished either song or album.
That is sad because where did he go?
Where you at? I don't know.
My favorite theory, of course, is the alien theory, but I think the family had something to do with it because they were sketchy. They just up and left.
The Genetti family,
yeah, the
not
Genetti
his
family. Yeah, the Genetti family.
That's the most that's the most plausible answer because,
or maybe because he did say if he wanted to disappear, he would just go into the desert.
But what does that mean? Search parties, though? Do they do helicopter search parties back then?
I would think they did. Maybe. I don't know.
Because you would think. But yeah, I don't know if he was eaten by a bear. Are there desert bears? I don't know. I don't know what I believe.
Yeah, this one is a lot to take in because it's so many. Like, what happened to him?
Maybe aliens. Because I do believe in aliens.
Same.
So.
Top 2 theories. He was abducted and the Genetti family.
And mafia.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll go with that.
Yeah. Please follow us on Instagram at It's a Strange World Podcast and on Twitter at Pod Strange World.
Yes. Get in on the conversation. We would love to hear what you thought about the episode. If you have any theories about what may have happened to Jim Sullivan, or if you know something that we don't know, let us know. If you're shy, DM us. We would love to hear from you guys. Give us episode ideas, feedback. Come on and holler. It slide in my DMs. Let me holler. Whatever you want. Just talk to us. Please. We tired of talking to each other. You've just listened to another episode of It's a Strange World After All. Thank you for keeping it strange with us. Bye.
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 Thank you. Bye.